that it was going to cost us more money, so we voted against being told what's in our food. That's the saddest thing that could ever happen to us. So we don't know when we got a GMO. I'm going to conclude this by just simply saying to you, one, I thank you for coming. I brought some foods with me tonight. One, I brought kale chips. Kale is a very, very deep green food. It is the food I brought with you tonight, the kale chips I brought with you tonight, are dehydrated as opposed to potato chips that are deep fat fried. Why is dehydration better than frying it or baking it or whatever? No oil, and instead of cooking it, you put it in a dehydrated, it extracts the liquid from it and makes a chip. So we're going to have some kale chips. I also brought some brown rice chips. The foods that I made a salad. I made a salad dressing. I meant to bring you the recipe for that salad dressing, but I can give you my email address. It's on here, and you can contact me. It's just olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and I put a little raw almond butter in it to keep it, make the consistency. And then I add a little stevia. Stevia is your best alternative to sugar. Stevia is a plant. Okay? It is a sweetened. Barbara, why don't you tell them what stevia is?
Stevia is a plant that grows and it makes things sweet. And the thing about the aspartame and those type of alternative sweeteners is that they are excitotoxins. They change your brain chemistry. And the thing is that is the reason why they are not healthy. I went to find out about a product and it had Splenda. I don't do Splenda. I'm a holistic nutritional counselor. I have my cards here. I do one-on-one counseling. I teach you how to cook. I teach you how to shop and get you healthy. I am a brain tumor survivor reversal with no medication, no operation. Wow. So anything is possible.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
You said brain
That's good.
tumor?
Yes.
Wow. And I am a survivor of at least, I had a big lump on my thyroid. And they sent me to the doctor in San Francisco that Ronald Reagan was going to. And they said, this is Ronald Reagan's doctor. I said, let him kill Ronald Reagan. You know, what does it got to do with me? But they wanted me to be very proud of that. This is Ronald Reagan's doctor. I told my doctor that I was going to get rid of that lump on my thyroid without medication. He said, no one has ever done it, Laura. It is impossible. I went to the Health Institute, stayed there until I, detoxed, da-da-da-da-da. And when I went back to the doctor, he tested it. He said, it's gone. So he sent me to the lab. The lab verified it's gone. He says, I don't believe it. Go back to the lab. Each time I went to the lab, it was $300. In those days, I was paying for it. I wasn't 65 with Medicare. So I said to him, I tell you what, this time you pay for it, and I go back to the lab. But the point is that I had reversed the disease. The same thing with diabetes. I made a decision that I could reverse diabetes. I was on insulin. I still have to take insulin if I choose to eat some ice cream tonight, which I will not do. Once you have diabetes, you always have diabetes if you go back to doing what you were doing. And that's true of almost any disease. If you go back to doing what you were doing, you're going to get what you were getting. So we have to be dedicated to changing our lifestyle. This is kombucha. Kombucha is the best alternative to sodas. Barbara, could you just explain what kombucha is?
Kombucha comes from,
Yeah, let's start.
like, I don't know, sort of like a mushroom called a SCOBY. And the thing is it's made with black tea and sugar.
The mother, which is the
mother.
mushroom, eats the sugar. The thing about this kombucha, it is good for digestion. It is, instead of Tums, do kombucha. It is good for, it's a probiotic. It is good for, and this, it comes in 27 different flavors and different brands. This happens to be my brand that a young Mexicano guy started when he was 26 years old. His mother had cancer, and you'll read on the bottle here that GT began bottling kombucha. This is just his brand, or kombucha is hundreds of years old. In 1995, from his mother's kitchen, he had no business plan, just a desire to share his gift with anybody. Kombucha has grown from its humble beginnings, and his mother's cancer was reversed.
Where do you get it? Where do you buy that?
I'm trying to get Trader Joe's to sell it, but right now I buy it Whole
Is it
Foods.
Whole Foods?
Whole Foods,
Whole-
Berkeley Bowl.
Pharmaca has it on sale, 2 bottles for $5.
Somebody told me that.
Where?
too.
Pharmaca.
Where?
It's on College Avenue next to Trader Joe's.
What is it? Is it a pharmacy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me if you like it. Can I entertain questions?
There's, there is no such a thing as a dumb question. I want you to tell me what is GMO. I don't know what that is.
Genetically modified.
Modified food.
It's genetically modified. It's something they made up. It's false. It's
Thank you, thank you.
GMO. And again, I'm trying to get her on the internet. Google it. Genetically modified. Anyway, I have plenty of this.
The most,
I don't want to give you too much. But tell me if you like
Monsanto.
it.
okay, the most common genetically modified foods are corn, wheat, soy, now zucchini.
Zucchini too?
Yeah.
How about the organic zucchini?
The most
Organic.
toxic food that you can eat is wheat. Now, I brought you some cookies tonight. They're made from oat. So choose another grain. There's sesame, there's oat, there's multigrain. But you have to read the box because they'll say one thing and then, here, I just want you to taste it. If you want more, I have plenty, but I don't want to give you more than you want to drink. Here, no, here you go. Oh. Did you get some? I have plenty of it, so we can.
Please hit this up because I like it. Thank you.
Here, let's just open another bottle.
Okay.
I found a few figures on GM crops today that were pretty interesting. Genetically modified crops. Soy, 94% modified. Cotton, 90%. Canola, 90%. Sugar beets, from which most of our sugar comes, 95%. Corn, 88%.
Just regular corn? Like
It's hard to
corn on
get through the
cob?
day. Yeah, right. Corn is heavy with it.
That includes
So it's hard to get through the day without getting that in our body.
And the bottom line, Joe, is just saying, oh, I'm not eating corn today, or like people say, I'm not eating sugar. So you have to read the label to make sure that there's no corn in whatever it is that you buy. Because my friend will come home and say, oh, I bought some sesame bread today. I pick it up and I read the label, the first thing on it says wheat. So I said to him, there's one piece of sesame at the end of this ingredient label. You know? So,
Dr. Laura,
yes ma'am.
could you please tell us
Organic,
again, if you
yeah.
could describe what's on the tray here?
Okay,
That's the kale chips and those are,
yeah, the kale chips, when we
cookies
start
and I don't know
trying,
what
can I
those
get
two
you to
things are.
help me
Tahini.
pour everybody a little bit of this?
some kind of rice chips, I guess.
Bless your heart, you are so sweet, thank you. Okay,
White things.
okay, this is sesame tahini, which is simply ground up sesame seeds, lemon juice, and water. So it's got like 3 ingredients in it, and that's what you want, okay? Ground up sesame seeds. You know sesame seeds, it's a small little seeds. They're very good for you, all right?
Roasted or not?
Roasted?
I mean, the sesame seeds.
I'm sure they are. Yeah. These are kale, this is kale chips, and I have plenty more of this. Oh, the napkins and the healthiest food that I brought you tonight is this. The only real food on the planet is this.
What is that?
Green. Green. It's spinach. No, that's just the salad. But it's spinach. They're beets. They're cucumbers. They're avocados, tomatoes, carrots. This is the healthiest food on the planet. Now, these foods are good transition foods because I know you don't want to go 100% all of a sudden. What are those? Kale chips.
Okay.
Kale that's been dehydrated with cheese that's made from cashews as opposed to being from cow's milk.
Did you make them?
No, you can buy these at Trader Joe's has them. You can get them at, again, I basically shop at Whole Foods. And did we have enough? Did everybody get the sample? Did you get the sample?
I did, let me have it.
Did you want a sample?
Let me get it.
You got some? Oh, did everybody get the sample? Because I have plenty more.
Good, thank you very much.
K. Kombucha. When you get home tonight, you take one of them to bow. When you get home tonight, Google it.
One more time, please, Dr. Laura.
Okay? This is goat's cheese. Why is goat's cheese better? I mean, I want you to know, the cheese that I eat is made from nuts. I don't eat goat's cheese. But I'm just trying to get you to transition now. Why goat's cheese as opposed to cow's cheese? Again, what's more digestible? Goat's a smaller animal than a cow. Cow's milk, in my opinion, is, again, next to wheat. It's a very, very toxic substance. And why do we want to do cow's milk? Cows don't come over and bother with our milk. Why are we going over taking the cow's milk? We're basically the only human beings, the only animals that go over and eat other animals' food. These chips are rice chips made from brown rice. These are oat. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to open the napkin.
Oh, let me do that for you. I got that.
Thank you. This is the Trader Joe's. Look what it says. Raw. I'm trying to get you through raw. Almond butter. Almond butter is very good for you. All right. And I put some of that on this. I mean, I do when I want to. I'm sorry. Let's get the plates and the salad.
Laura, what's the other thing?
Okay. That is a sprouted tofu. He's right. Tofu is basically not good for you. This one is better because it is sprouted. It's sprouted. These are oat cookies. Oat, as I said, oat muffins. With berries, because it is mucus forming, and we don't want mucus in the body.
Ground up wheat berries. It's not flour. So it's one step. It's better for you because
Yes,
it's
these are
whole
muffins.
grain.
But
Much more
the
much
sugar
calories, it goes through you faster. It's
sugar
basically
is
white bread, hot oil, and a glue. It's together, sugar and your food. Well, that is good, but the thing is, it's not whole wheat flour, whole wheat berries.
the stuff that I can show you.
Yeah, I get rid, if I eat that.
See, I can look at you and tell the yeast.
That's very tasty.
You're right.
Well, you can look at it and tell. Salty.
Yeah. I have it saved. This is salty.
No, the chips are salty.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now, y'all gotta eat the healthiest food in here.
Okay, Dr. Laura,
There's no place to eat it on.
and, you know, I'm a little reluctant to ask the question, but
Okay.
I'm gonna ask it anyway. I live in the Napa Valley, and I love
some salad?
wine.
Love wine?
Thank you. So talk to me a little bit about that, please.
I drink a glass of wine every night. The important thing about wine, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it should be red. Red is high in resveratrol, which is a substance that helps to defray the aging process. So I think that wine, but particularly red wine, is very good for you.
Dr. Laura,
Mm-hmm.
as you know,
Gotta remember, wine is great.
Right?
They're great.
as you know, I have a problem with a blood test. So they put me on cumin, okay?
Yes.
I have my blood check every so often, and my INR went up because I had green veggies. Hello, is it?
Okay, she has to make a decision. Does she want to keep taking Coumadin?
Of course not.
Which I think is it's the dumbest drug on the planet.
Very expensive to make lots of.
Can you right up there with Viagra? That's the other one. $100 a pill. You know, when all you gotta do is give up Lipitor.
$100 a pill?
Viagra is $100 a pill.
Oh, my goodness.
You
Then
want it
how long
hard,
does it
you want it, you
last?
gotta pay for it. You know what I mean? You can look at him carrying his around with him.
Are those Viagra?
I'm glad you're always ready, that's
You got
important.
$200 there, huh? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but the thing is that you can give it up. You know what I mean?
How
Not
long
only
does it
that,
even
let me
last?
just explain this. First.
Whoa,
We're all
too long.
grown people. And I can just,
Dr. Laura,
when he takes that, his penis expands, but my vagina doesn't. Okay?
I like it, yeah.
So why are we doing this? You know, his penis gets larger. Viagra makes the penis expand. There ain't no drug that'll make the woman's vagina expand. So don't come towards me with no weapon.
But there is there's like a Viagra for women. I forget the name of it.
I will. Did you? I will never take it.
Don't forget about my question.
What happened to the rest of the plates, hon?
Oh, here it is. But you see, the bottom line, Lucy, is you don't want to give up anything. You got to be willing to give it up.
You hear the forwards, you want forwards?
I feel bad. I'm not handling the serving of the food correctly.
Oh, you're doing a
Okay,
wonderful job.
don't worry. Did you get some?
I'd like to try it.
While we have a brief hiatus, I learned something about Dr. Laura today,
What?
that when she was a child, she met Dr. Martin Luther King,
That's right.
and then when she was a grown-up, she met Nelson Mandela and spoke before 100,000 people in South Africa.
Who did?
Wow.
And
lady
next
right here.
month,
This
I'm
lady
going
right
to the 85th birthday party of
Tina,
Maya
did you just hear
Angelou.
what this gentleman said?
Oh,
That's true.
And look how good she
She
looks.
spoke in front of how many
Although,
people?
You know, Maya
100,000
definitely does not take
people.
care of herself.
Oh my God.
In the Union of South Africa.
Oh,
South Carolina.
Tina. She-
So we're finished with the presentation?
South Carolina,
Um,
Maya Angelou.
yeah.
He said-
Oh,
he said she
my
was
salad
gonna take
dressing.
care of
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very
Thank you. Here, ladies,
Oh, I want to try this.
here's my salad dressing.